Hello everyone, this is Jolly. I'm going to run you through the Royal Wood. First off, we're going to go over here to the right, and there's going to be two guys. I just call these guys gardeners. I don't know what the official term is for them. But the easiest way to deal with them is to walk around and just stab them in the back. But if you get them to the edge, and you have like force, you can just use that and it'll push them off the edge, or you can just kick them off or do what I just did right there, just kind of push them off. If you don't know how to kick, it's when you're holding block, you hit forward and R1 or RB, whatever you're using for your weak attack. The other enemies you'll see in here are these ancient guardian guys. I would advise just running from these guys, just because they do so much damage. They're not worth the time, and whenever they slam their little mace thing in the ground right there, I guess it's a stone axe, they always bring it back up and bring like earth damage or whatever with it. So just watch out for that whenever they pound it in the ground. See, like right there, he's gonna do it again. Oh, maybe not. But just watch out for that if he sticks his axe in the ground for a long time. These guys really, they don't have anything they're very weak against. They're just incredibly strong. You can't do a stab in the back. Lightning damage doesn't really do much. Fire damage doesn't really seem to do that much either. Now, my pyromancy flame is not very high, and my intelligence is really low because I went the faith route. But the only thing that seems to do a lot of damage is faith-based spells, but not like lightning. So you can't use lightning spear, but you can use like emit force or the wrath of the gods. One of those. Anything that isn't lightning based. So you can run through this forest. There's nothing really in this first area. Just a bunch of gardeners and ancient guardians. The only reason I would say to take on these ancient guardians is if you want to farm Twinkling Titanite. And to do that, you probably want to have a whole bunch of humanity built up already, and you can get a ton of Twinkling Titanite. They drop it probably like, if you're around like 9 humanity, probably like every other one will drop Twinkling Titanite. Other than that, just avoid them. This area right here, this is the shortcut down to Knight Artorias. If you just want to run past all these guys, you can take that down. I have a video for that, and you can check it out. Up here, you're going to find another soul. Can't remember which one it is, but there's an item up there, so just go up there real quick. And then start making your way back to the next area if you want to explore everything. It's really nothing super good in this area, nothing you're going to miss out on. So you could just run down to that shortcut. But I'm going to go ahead and fight some more of these guys for you, just to give you a better idea of how to deal with these guys. I mean, you can easily block these gardeners' attacks, and that'll stun them for a second. Then you can walk around them, give them a backstab. Now these guys, you don't want to test blocking them unless you're using some crazy shield like Havel's shield or something like that. For the most part, you just want to roll, because he'll break your guard most of the time. Unless you have high endurance and a really strong shield. Like I would say you should probably switch to two-handed. I just out of habit right here was just using the shield. Even though I'm not even actually using it, I'm just holding it up. So switch to two-handed and just roll away and get your attacks in. And like I said, once again, watch out for when he pulls that axe back up. So here you go, Twinkling Titanite. And I only have 1 humanity. I think in this video I'll end up finding like 3 or 4 from all the guardians I'm killing. And in this middle area, you want to lure these guys one at a time. So if you have any kind of ranged spell, like I have Great Lightning Spear and regular Lightning Spear, I'm just going to hit these guys one at a time so I don't pull too many at once. Just creeping up, because there are way too many guys right here. See, my Great Lightning Spear only did 101 damage. My melee attack did like 60, and my Faith is like 42 right now. And it barely did anything to him. Not even worth it. Yep. I keep falling for that axe pulling up. Eventually I'll learn, and so will you, through trial and error. Anytime he winds it up like that, I still fell for it again. And that's trying to block. That didn't work out very well. But even if he does hit you, he's so slow that you can easily just back up and get a couple heals in. And that was just a bad roll. You see how much area that hammer covers, well, hammer, axe, whatever, covers whenever he pulls it out. You see how dumb and slow he is. So they're not that hard to kill. And there was some more Twinkling Titanite I just missed. But I'll go back and get it later. You can get a decent amount of XP, or souls, excuse me, running through here. But it would not be my top choice for farming souls. These guys are a little hard to kill for 1,000 souls. Now these guys are really easy, the gardeners. But you've always got these big guys that take too long to kill. And you're just gonna pull it up again. I'm gonna get hit again. Not paying attention. So learn from me. Don't do that. I was scared that time. Whew. So maybe if you had like a fire weapon, maybe it would do more damage. This weapon I have is holy based. It doesn't seem to do a whole lot. Maybe it's just melee in general. It doesn't do anything to him. So once again, there's really nothing in this area. I'm just exploring around to make sure I didn't miss anything for you guys. And the next little area, you can drop down here in this little garden area. A lot of this stuff looks like there are souls around, but they're really just plants with the little lights, so they may trick you and get you to run over there. No. There is an item back around on the right. I'm just going to take out these guys first so I don't get overwhelmed. Just always try to take them one at a time. So like now, I got these guys. If I would have ran over to those gardeners, I would have had a lot on me at once. That's something you got to be careful of in this garden. 'Cause they always bring friends. Got hit by it again. I thought it was out of range, but it covers such a big area. Now I got another gardener behind me. See, if you get too much on you, like right now I have a lot, but you can always do that if you're a faith user. Use Wrath of the Gods or Force. That'll just get everybody off of you. And one thing to remember is if you stab something in the back during that animation, you're completely invincible. So you won't have to worry about taking damage from this big guy. It's like this guy's just spinning around. I'm going to stab him in the back. This guy can't hurt me because I'm in the middle of that animation. There you go. He's dropped more Twinkling Titanite. I think it's just about everyone I've killed so far has dropped it. I only have one humanity. Over here, where that body is, there would be another item. Said I don't remember which one. Back here, this is if you went to the left instead of the right at the very beginning. There's nothing over here but a couple gardener guys. But just to show you, I'm going to go over here. And if you're strength based, you could probably kill these guys in one hit. My strength's only like 24 or something, so I can't kill these guys in one swipe. So I'm primarily faith. So we're going to make our way to the bridge, and your first time playing through, you're going to see a dragon just fly through here, and it's going to be pretty startling. I think I panicked and just rolled randomly. You may do something like that, who knows. But up there on the hill to your right, there'll be another soul item. I'll show you how to get up there. Now, a lot of these places I'm telling you that they're souls, they're just guardian set pieces. It's a really heavy armor that's pretty useless. But when you're over here, watch out for all these holes. The ground, it's just like random like pitfalls right here. And this guardian guy almost always follows you down once you drop in here. So be wary of that. So I already got some gardeners on me. Bad situation. Switch to the Wrath of the Gods. There we go. Lots of damage. And that does a ton of damage on this guy too. And I guess sometimes they drop stone great axes. Obviously those are not what you want. But you see this huge gap over here. We'll come back to that in a second. This is how you get the soul item that's up on this hill that you saw on the bridge. It's right up here, and then you just drop down right over there on your left, and it'll be down there. You'll obviously see it more clearly on your game if you haven't picked it up. I've just picked it up, so really hard to tell. Good luck. You'll need it. Okay, so this is the area towards the second elevator. If you turn around right up here on the left, so you gotta take out these guys that have pulled over here. You gotta be wary of that before you start exploring around. Just make sure you don't have anything chasing after you. But that's towards the second elevator. But up here you'll find another soul item. If you have a range spell, you can kill these guys without even making them move. Oh, got another guy chasing me. See, sometimes you don't even know where these guys come from. They just have little parties and get together and jump on you. Some of the guys in this area, they have hedge clippers. So they attack multiple times, so don't stop blocking on the first hit, because they'll do a lot of damage if you let them. There's a lot more guardians and gardeners in here. See how it hits multiple times, but you can move out of the way while they're hitting you and just watch their back. It's a long attack. And there would be another soul item where that body was. I think that's another guardian piece. Once again, that armor is pretty much useless. So just avoid it. Now I'm going to go back over here and show you where another guardian set piece is. That really isn't worth your time, but I'm going to show you everything that's in this area. You have to run and jump this gap. And to do that, you just have to hold down your run button and then release it and tap it again quickly. And you'll have to do the same thing right here. I'm just not going to jump over there because there's nothing over there for me. And all it is like a guardian helmet. It's a pretty crappy item to even risk your life for. And now I'm going to make my way back to the second elevator. There's just, I think, 2 more guardians over here, and a couple of those gardener guys. So remember, pull the gardeners first if you can. Use a range spell, or just walk until, you pull them towards you. I'm going to take this group over here first. Or this guardian, I guess. emit force spell is really nice because if anyone's close by, oh, it actually made everybody angry. But if they're close by, it'll hit everybody. And that's a good time for the Wrath of the Gods. Got a lot of guys around you. Can do a lot of damage. And once again, more Twinkling Titanite. And there's one more item. It's actually behind the second elevator up here. If you just simply walk around the edge, you'll see it in the back. I believe it's a Soul of a Brave Hero. And it's right there. And that's pretty much it for this area. Then you gotta take the elevator down. And that'll take you to Knight or Artorias. You don't have to fight anybody else at this point if you're just going to Knight Artorias. And right here on the right, I'm sorry, that's if you take the first elevator on the right. But on the right, you can actually go across the bridge and you'll find a merchant. He doesn't really sell anything that useful except for one item if you're a melee user. He sells Green Blossom, and that improves your stamina recovery for a certain amount of time, so that could actually be something useful against the bosses. And here's the first elevator. I'm going to go ahead and grab that Twinkling Titanite I missed at the beginning. Or Stone Great Axe. Not even worth my time. Gotta check though, Twinkling Titanite is used for a lot of really good items. What I think is the best armor set in the game is the black iron armor, and you can upgrade that with the Twinkling Titanite. And also some other weapons. If you want to go down to the dragon, you have to take this little path right next to the second elevator. And there's a soul item right here on that guy's body. And if instead of going straight over here, you just turn around. See, that's the way to the dragon right in front of me. And behind is another item. This is the last item in the Royal Wood. There's just two dogs back here. This is a good time for the Wrath of the Gods if you didn't use it earlier. These guys jump around a lot, and you'll probably kill them one hit if you have Wrath of the Gods. Or if you have like Homing Crystal Soul Mass, something like that. Or you can use Force to knock them down. Because they jump around a lot. That's it for this walkthrough. Thanks for watching.